The holiday season is a time for joy, but it can also bring an increase in crime, especially armed robberies. Staying vigilant and taking precautions is more important than ever to protect yourself, your loved ones, and your belongings. This is Staying Safe, Holiday Vigilance, and Armed Robbery Prevention. Join us as we explore practical safety tips, community strategies, as well as the role of law enforcement in keeping you safe during this holiday season. Keep watching. A brand new episode of You and Your Money starts now.
You and Your Money is brought to you by Focall, Leno, Sun Oil, and Sandol.
Welcome to You and Your Money, everyone. Joining us today to talk about identifying risks, recognizing vulnerable situations during holidays is Chief Superintendent Chrislyn 𝗖𝗎𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧 from the Royal Bahamas Police Force. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much. It's certainly a pleasure to be here.
Now, Chief Superintendent 𝗖𝗎𝗡𝗘𝗧𝗧, what are some of the most common circumstances or behaviors that make individuals more vulnerable to armed robbery during the holiday season?
Okay, so what I can say thus far, what we've seen happening, the majority of times, persons are simply not vigilant, they're not on the alert, and they're placing themselves in very precarious situations. Let me say that in order for crime to occur, three things must be present. And I need you to remember this. Three things. The first thing, there must be a suitable target, there must be something of value, and the opportunity must present itself. What we see happening in our country, most of the armed robberies that are occurring, the opportunity presents itself. Persons are not paying attention to their surroundings. They're not alert. For example, many times we see persons on their arrival home. Persons are still sitting in their vehicles, having conversations on their phone. Persons are standing on the outside talking, and they're not aware of their surroundings. If they have grocery bags or they've just come from the mall, they're not paying attention to what's happening around them. They pull up home, they're not paying attention to the vehicles that they see in the area. I want residents to get to know your neighbors, get to know the vehicles that they also drive, so that if you pull up to your residence, you see a vehicle that you're not familiar with. We're asking you not to go home, but to rather drive to the nearest police station or to contact 911. Additionally, we still see persons sitting on the beach late hours of the night. Those things, the opportunity presents itself for you to become a target. I can say one evening I was going to a crime scene. It was after 11:30, and I'm headed to a crime scene. And I passed a particular park. And there in the corner are two vehicles at about 11:30 in the night. You are making yourself a suitable target, and the opportunity definitely would present itself for someone to attack you or to even rob you. So what I want to ask persons to do, the same security measures that you place or you put in place when you travel abroad, I want you to exhibit those same security measures here at home. The majority of times that we travel as Bahamians, we have much cash on us, but we're not robbed. Why? Because we're always on high alert. From the moment that we reach our destination, everyone becomes a suspect. We look at them and we say, you know what? Let's move this way. Let's go the next way. As simple as we go to the shopping malls when we travel. We're coming out the malls, everyone is looking around, everyone is quickly putting the items into their vans. When they leave from there and they arrive at their hotel, someone has the key already to enter the hotel. Why can't you exhibit the same safety precautions here at home? When you pull up to your home, have your keys ready. Contact someone on the inside to let them know that you're on the outside. Ensure that your home's well lit, the surrounding. Keep your trees trimmed so that criminals do not lurk behind those trees. We want you to be safe this Christmas.
What are some of those key signs to look out for that could indicate a potential safety threat in public spaces?
So what I would like for members of the public to be aware of, when you're leaving either the mall or the grocery store, pay attention to persons who may be lurking in the area. If you see someone standing and your inner feeling tells you something is wrong, call the police. Pay attention as you're walking to your vehicle. See if someone may be following you. Pay attention to heavily tinted vehicles, especially those Japanese vehicles that may be lurking in the area as well. You need to stay on high alert. Also, many of you will utilize the ATM machines this Christmas at various times. I'm asking you, as far as possible, do not, as far as possible, go there when it's dark or even when it's late. There are some persons who still take a chance at 11 o'clock, 11:30 to go to the ATM machines. I'm asking you to try to conduct those business ahead of time within daylight hours, or go to a service station where there are ATM machines located. We're also still seeing persons who pull up to the ATM machines, they come out of their vehicle, and they go to use the ABM machines. If you have to come out of your vehicle to utilize the machine, I'm asking you, simply park and go inside the bank and conduct your transactions. The same time that you come out of your vehicle to walk around the front to go to the ATM machine, persons can be right there looking and use that opportunity to steal your vehicle. So I'm asking you to make better choices when you go to the ATM machine. Also, once you've placed in the amount of cash that you want and the ABM machine dispenses that cash to you, there's no reason for you to stand there and count your funds.
Right.
The ABM machine is only going to give you what you plug in. As soon as you get your funds, I'm asking you to secure it. Pay attention again to vehicles and persons that may be in the area. Pay attention to persons who may be on their phone. You never know what they may be up to. It's not a means to say make you paranoid, but at least to encourage you to be on the alert so that we can prevent and minimize you becoming a victim of crime.
Now, we talked about, the ABM machines and being very vigilant. What about some of the holiday routines like the late night shopping or even carrying large amounts of cash? Talk about that increasing the vulnerability to crime.
Well, exactly, that would increase the vulnerability. As far as possible, I'm asking you to go plastic this Christmas if at all possible. If you can, then I want to encourage you, travel with less cash, and you may have to make 2 or 3 trips. While we talk about the less cash, let me also say this, because I've seen this happen repeatedly. As an officer, when I'm going to the mall, I'm always looking around to see what it is that people do so that I can remind them not to do it. When you're finished purchasing your items from the stores, please do not put them in your back trunks while you're at the store and then go back into the store. I'm asking you, leave the establishment, either go home, go to a nearby relative home in the area, secure the items, and then go back and continue your shopping. But we want to minimize any occurrences of you being a victim of crime. Men as well, for some reason during the holiday season, you have a habit of pulling out your cash. I don't know if it's to impress the girls or what, but I'm going to ask you, as soon as you're finished shopping or you're finished with the bank, please conceal your cash, place it in your pocket. No reason to be counting it out in public. If you follow those simple prevention tips, you can prevent becoming a victim of crime. Remember now, criminals are watching. They too want to buy gifts for their family. They don't have the funds, so if they see that the opportunity, that you allow the opportunity, and that you are a suitable target, they're going to take that chance of robbing you. Might also encourage females this Christmas, this holiday season, as you go shopping, especially to the food store. There's no reason to put on the most expensive jewelry that you have. Go to the store, what they call plain Jane, as simple as you possibly can be, so that people would not look at you and say, you know what, that's a good target. She dressed like she have money, so she may have it. Let's take a chance. Let us do our part so that we can prevent these instances of armed robberies, attempted armed robberies from occurring.
Well, Chief Superintendent Chrislyn 𝗖𝗎𝗡𝗔, we have to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to look at practical safety tips, protecting yourself, your home, and valuables. This is You and Your Money. We'll be right back.
𝗂𝗏𝗏 Holdings Limited is proud of its consistent growth and the financial success it continues to bring to many Bahamians who invest in the company. 𝗂𝗏𝗏 is committed to ensuring optimal financial performance for its shareholders. 𝗂𝗏𝗏's leadership remains focused on superior customer service and operational excellence across all sectors. 𝗂𝗏𝗏, fueling growth for people.
When it comes to the big things, when it comes to envisioning the future we'd like to build, I'd like to believe we can agree. We want a free, fair, and prosperous country in which every citizen is treated with dignity and blessed with opportunity and security.
Register today at tclevents.com.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Welcome back to You and Your Money, everyone. In this segment, we're continuing on our conversation with Chief Superintendent Chrislyn 𝗖𝗎𝗓𝗡𝗖𝗧 from the Royal Bahamas Police Force. And we're discussing practical safety tips protecting yourself, your home, and valuables. Chief Superintendent 𝗖𝗎𝗓𝗡𝗖𝗧, what practical steps can individuals take to secure their homes while traveling or even shopping during the holiday season?
Okay, as it relates to traveling, first of all, let me say this. Please ensure that you have a good relationship with your neighbors. I know many of our communities have community crime watch groups or neighborhood watch groups, or they have community associations. And so you should have a very good relationship with your neighbor so that in the event that you are traveling, you can say to them, look here, I'm going to be out of town for about 2 to 3 weeks. I need you to keep an eye out on my property. Additionally, you can actually outfit your homes with CCTV cameras that are very, very cost effective, and it allows you to be able to even view your home while you're away from it. What you can also do is to ensure that you have the proper locks on your doors and windows as well. Ensure that you have security screens. Ensure that you keep your hedges trimmed low. A lot of persons like to have their hedges high, indicating that, oh, I need my privacy. Well, when you have your hedges high, yeah, you may have privacy. But if you're being attacked or you're being robbed, because they're so high, your neighbors won't be able to assist you. They won't even know what's going on. So these are some of the things that you're going to have to take into consideration. Additionally, ensure that your homes have lights on the outside of it as well. Once it's well lit, criminals cannot hide there. And so those are a few tips in order to keep your home safe. Now, what we also see, and I'm going to kind of veer off a little bit as it comes to my memory now, we've seen an increase in traffic fatalities this year. Going into the holiday season, we want to minimize fatalities occurring during this month. If you're going to a party, I want you to please have a designated driver. Make sure you have that plan in advance. And whomever is the designated driver, please Please do not drink while you're at that party. We want to save lives this Christmas.
Chief Superintendent 𝗖𝗎𝗡𝗘𝗖𝗧, can we talk about some of the safety measures for persons to consider while attending 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗘𝗥, participating? What are some of those things that the general public need to be aware of?
Well, let me say this emphatically clear. Members of the Royal Police Force, we're going to be out in full numbers. We're always out in full numbers. We're going to be at our various checkpoints ensuring safety for those persons who want to come down there and enjoy themselves. If you intend to come to Bay Street to cause havoc, not this Christmas. It's the wrong Christmas. This is the wrong New Year for that. Because we're taking a zero tolerance approach. 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗘𝗥 is our cultural festival. It's a family event where we encourage family members to come down and enjoy. Parents, do not allow your children, especially your underage children, to attend 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥 without a responsible adult. We see too many young children moving up and about during the 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥 parades. I'm asking you, please, we don't want anyone going missing. We don't want anyone losing their lives this Christmas. And so parents, you've always heard me say it. You have to play an integral role. If you can't make it, find a responsible adult and bring your children out for 2-3 hours. Let them enjoy the 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥 festivity and then allow them to go back home. But please, and then please, parents, please, the youth, they are the future of our country. If we don't train them right, if they don't see us behaving the way we ought to, and if we don't set the right standards for them, we could find ourselves losing them. This Christmas, I want you to make a concerted effort. They want to come to 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥, bring them or find a responsible adult so we don't have any mishaps occurring this Christmas. And to those persons who are coming down there with the intention of creating a disturbance, we're going to deal with you appropriately.
What are some of those things, and we're still keeping in line with 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥, what are some of those things that people can do to minimize the risk when possibly carrying cash or even valuable items while they're out at 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥 or even public spaces?
Okay, well, if you're coming to 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥, I encourage you, you don't need to come with all that expensive jewelry to 𝗖𝗛𝗡𝗥. You don't need to come with all that cash. Or if you're coming with cash, you know, you have your jeans pants, the pocket, and then they have the inner pocket on the inside as well. Secure your funds, but you don't need to come bringing no bags, no excessive jewelry to Bay Street. Bring the minimum that you know you're going to need if you want to purchase something for you or a family member when you come to Bay Street. But don't come with all those, the wallets and the bags and the big bags. No. Let's see if we can reduce that this Christmas. Let's see if we can together minimize and prevent some of these incidents from occurring.
What about having to attend the watch night services? What are there certain tips or things that you can provide for persons attending the services during that time?
Well, again, I want to encourage those persons who will be attending the watch night services again. Pay attention to the parking lot. If there are persons who are looking around, you want to be careful. You're going to church again, it's going to be late in the night. Try not to wear all that expensive jewelry as you're going to church. And again, just being on the alert can prevent a lot of these incidents from occurring. Again, if you see someone who looks suspicious, I'm going to ask you to call us. We will be there to assist you and to minimize and prevent some of the incidents that could possibly occur. We want to prevent them from happening this holiday season.
Now, is there any other, or are there any other safety habits that persons should adopt to protect themselves and their families during the busy holiday period?
Well, again, as I mentioned earlier, and I'm go back to it, the same habits that you exhibit when you travel abroad, practice those right here this Christmas. You can prevent some things from happening. Also, after Christmas, there's a tendency for family members, once they've opened their gifts, they take the discarded boxes and they place them right in the front of their home by the garbage bin. This allows, it's almost, I call it, a marketing strategy for criminals because they can see exactly what it is that you got this Christmas. What I want to encourage you to do, once you've opened those boxes, I want you to shred them as best as you can, put them in a black garbage bag, and then you can put them out to your trash bin. Or I know in some of the communities, persons have those huge dumpsters that they've been placing around. Go and dump it at the dumpster. We don't want we want you to enjoy the gifts that persons bought for you during this holiday season. Little simple things that you can do to prevent some things from happening. Also, we have fire safety. A lot of times we have the lights and we want to have a number of string lights, etc. on, and we have our Christmas tree lit up all during the night. I want to encourage you, last person going to bed, turn the lights on the Christmas tree off. We don't want anything happening. As you bake your turkey and your ham this Christmas, I'm asking you, do not leave the turkey or the ham in the oven and you go to bed. Please ensure that somebody is up and they're watching the oven because we don't want to lose any lives this Christmas.
All right. Well, are there any apps or as it relates to technologies that you recommend in terms of helping persons with enhancing their personal and home safety?
I want to encourage persons to also consider using the 𝗖𝗙. It's an app that you can utilize on your phone, and you can just walk around with your phone and conduct your business. It works, and I can tell you it works because I also utilize the 𝗖𝗙.
Well, Chief Superintendent Chrislyn Skippings, we have to take another break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about community and law enforcement collaborative efforts for a safer holiday season. This is You and Your Money. We'll be right back.
I can't believe how big Christopher's gotten. He'll soon be ready for college.
Not at the rate I'm going. I'm praying for an athletic scholarship.
It's never a bad time to start saving. I just started Nicole on a college savings plan. I have options based on her age. It contains a mix of stocks, bonds, however you choose.
Mommy, come push me.
I'm coming.
Girl, how do you know all of this? What's Leno?
In the Bahamas, we're connected by more than just our islands. Now we're connected by 𝗖𝗙. It moves with you across many digital wallets. It doesn't matter if you use Bank of the Bahamas, Cash and Go, Island Pay, Canoe, Mobile Assist, MoneyMax, SunCash, or Omni. 𝗖𝗙, one currency and many wallets. It's inclusive, convenient, secure, and uniquely Bahamian. Embrace the future. Available for everyone on all Bahamian digital wallet apps.
𝗲𝗏𝗡𝗘 Holdings Limited is proud of its consistent growth and the financial success it continues to bring to many Bahamians who invest in the company. 𝗲𝗏𝗡𝗘 is committed to ensuring optimal financial performance for its shareholders. 𝗲𝗏𝗡𝗘's leadership remains focused on superior customer service and operational excellence across all sectors. 𝗲𝗏𝗡𝗘, fueling growth for people.
Welcome back to You and Your Money. Chief Superintendent Chrislyn Skippings from the Royal Bahamas Police Force, she's still here with us. In the previous segments, we talked about identifying risks, recognizing vulnerable situations during the holidays, and practical safety tips, protecting yourself, your home, as well as valuables. In this segment, I want us to talk about community and law enforcement collaborative efforts for a safer holiday season. Chief Superintendent Skippings, how can communities work together with law enforcement to promote safety as well as reduce armed robbery incidents during the holidays?
Well, communities can work with law enforcement through the various, you have neighborhood watch groups, crime watch groups, association groups. And what I mean when I say through those various groups, criminals pay attention to not just you as a target, they also pay attention to law enforcement. And so they watch us when we conduct our patrols. They may watch the time in which it takes us to get back to patrol a particular area. What should happen? Neighbors need to be on the lookout, and they need to pay attention to who's coming in their community and who's moving out of their communities. They need to pay attention to those vehicles. Again, I go back to the Japanese vehicles that is of great concern to us in law enforcement. you see a Japanese vehicle in your area and you don't know the person who you don't know whose vehicle it is, you need to call us. So community groups and the neighborhood watch groups, your role is to constantly provide us with the information as you see suspicious people and vehicles or suspicious activities going on in your neighborhood. If you call us, you could prevent some things from happening. Additionally, I'd like to say here, those of you who may have CCTV cameras on your homes as well, you can also partner with us in that you can sign up for the Fuchsia's app, and if a crime occurs in your community, you can be able to assist us by allowing us just to get access to the incident that occurred. That would assist us greatly in law enforcement.
You mentioned the neighborhood watch groups as well as some of the community initiatives. What about awareness campaigns, and how can that play in preventing crime?
Oh, awareness campaigns are definitely significant. The more that you remind people of safety tips, the more they're going to be on high alert. Many of us, we become so consumed with our work and our daily living, and we're so busy going from here to there that sometimes we forget some things. And so having the awareness campaign to constantly remind individuals, don't do this, don't do that. It helps a lot in preventing and minimizing the occurrence of a crime taking place.
How is law enforcement increasing visibility and engagement with the public to ensure a safer holiday season?
Well, I can say to you that the Commissioner of Police, he has already mandated that officers from what we call the clerical section of the organization, you're going to see high visibility because all of them are actually going to be on the road patrolling the streets during this Christmas, not just the Christmas, but the entire holiday season and into the new year. We already have our various operational teams that are moving about through the country. They will also continue. We also have some of our persons from the police band who are also police officers, persons from our fire services department. All hands are going to be on deck this Christmas to ensure that the Bahamian people have a safe and enjoyable Christmas. You're going to see us out. You're going to see us at the various business establishments. You're going to see us moving through the communities. And to members of the public, have a conversation with your neighborhood police. We are here to serve you. You are our customers. And so by communicating with us and letting us know what's happening, it is our way of, like I said, collaborating and ensuring that our communities remain safe. When the criminals see you networking with the police, it's going to push them out so that you can have safer communities for not just you, but for your children, tourists, and all of those who visit our country here.
Well, Chief Superintendent Chrislyn 𝗖𝗎𝗓𝗡𝗥, thank you so much for joining me on the show today.
It's certainly been a pleasure here, and I'm hoping Bahamians, please follow the safety tips. There's so much more tips that I could have provided you with today, but I'm going to ask you to go to our website, www.royalbahamaspolice.org, where you can click on our flyers that have all of our crime prevention tips, and you can adhere to those tips so that you can have a safe Christmas. Happy holidays.
Well, as we embrace the holiday season, let's prioritize our safety by staying vigilant and prepared. Armed robbery prevention starts with awareness, smart decision making, as well as community cooperation. Thank you for joining us. Together, we can make this season not only joyful, but safe for everyone. Well, that's it for today's show. Don't forget to follow You and Your Money on Facebook and tune in next week for a brand new episode. I'm Christina. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.